Look, you see these words right here? All those have to do with that. And then once you get to there, they have to do with this shit. With that. You gotta have these talismans and seals and sigils and shit. And these. That's the Saturn Camilla. So all this right here, these words, okay, were not here. This was here first. This was. This shit right here was here. And then demons sat down. Seriously, fucking demons. Who created your language to make you never pronounce anything right, so the left convolution of your brain will never be developed at all. And then they eat arsenic substances, so if you have a stroke, you won't be able to speak. But if you had your left convolution developed by pronouncing certain letters when you were young as a child, you developed that material, so if you did have a stroke, you'd still be able to speak. Hell yeah. Proven. It's proven. So all this right here has to do with these words, because it's black magic. Okay? What we're doing is I'm showing you some of these words. You've got determined. Determined means like you're going to focus on something. But that's to focus on materialism. So it's an ahrimanic word. It's for an ahrimanic brain to charge the brain on a materialistic existence. But yet it's actually a few different words. It's deter the mind from what's above them, what's in nature, their true self and being. Deny them from true soul. Determination. Term. See, you've got term in there. In school, you've got midterms, terms and agreements. Okay? Do you not understand what I'm saying? D-term in ed. How many shows do you know of that have ed in it? Huh? Say, because truthfully, determined, D-E and E-D begins and ends it. And these are actually come from this. It comes from that. So it had to go, all of the English language went through all this, and then through our brains, and then through our brains to here. So when you say you're determined, you're deterring your mind. Okay? You're deterring it away from true soul and spirit. And then when they say, it's a combination of things. You know, it's all combined together to help you out. Well, but the word calm and bind, combined is calm bind. Calm is actually a demon. .com, yeah, it has to do with AI. It's fucking crazy. So I want to get into teaching you some like heavy black magic shit and how these black path magicians created everything that you see around you. And even in the words that you have, you will take up for those words because it's all you've ever known. Dictionaries are Jesuit demon shit. They're just a meaning to a system that's not real. It doesn't exist. They only mean something to a materialistic existence. They only mean something to prove something harmonically. Oh no, look at this. This is principalities like it says in scripture. Okay, people watching this, you can laugh all you want, but it's just like the word con. Look, I'm going to show you right quick before I leave about these words. Okay, the word con. This word right here. I'm going to show you how it's Saturn. Okay. Con is 137 in satanic gematria. All right. 137 is what? The 33rd prime number. 33. So, 33. The Saturnian Camilla grid 3x3 square. Okay. So, now, right there, the 3x3 grid that it's talking about there is this right here. It's in this book. I just said everything comes through that. Okay, so let's do this right quick. Words that begin with con, C-O-N.
Here's a summary from vocabulary.com. Full list of words from this list: confront, contempt, conceal, condone, contemporary, connotation, condescending, congruent, and more.
Let's just look at more. Contempt. We're holding you in contempt. Look. Contempt of court. See, is a legal charge given to a person who disobeys Saturn's orders. The judge wears black robe. He sits in front of the 12 jurors. Juror is conjuring. See, con is there before the jury. Conjuring. So the Saturnian Camilla square of Saturn, this group conscience of Ahriman's, mind control, are conjuring. They're the jury. The 12 constellations. Saturn's here. Black robe. You get it? The jury conjuring, because it's the 3x3 grid square of Saturn, black magic, that's conjuring their thoughts, their influence through TV shows and all that. So they're already an Ahriman. Con artist, that's a Saturnian artist. Con man, Saturnian man. Concert, inserting Saturnian impulses, Ahrimanic, materialism. Okay? Do you want me to keep going? I was going to save that one for another video, but hell, we'll just go ahead and talk about it now. So, consequence. See, let's go right back to the satanic gematria. All right? So, let's say you've got sequence. Look, even the word sequence in satanic gematria is 369. Look at that. Sequence, 369. 369, 369. And some of y'all know it's 369. And there's many sequences. So without the word consequence, if you go out here and break one of Saturn's laws, it's a con. So it's a sequence. You went against the Saturnian Camilla black magic square that's been inflicted on humanity since the beginning of them setting up this satanic system. So the consequence, the consequence that you're going to have to do is you've got to go before the judge, which is Saturn, because you're not in sequence with the with the Camilla, the black magic Saturnian 3x3 grid of the society y'all are in that poisons your mind, your soul, your spirit, your anatomy. You fucking kill life forms, you spray spirit, you make it all look good for you, and you claim this Jesus, but you're really fucking demon ate up bullshit. So when somebody like Matt tries to help you out, you attack him because he's not in your Saturnian sequence of black fucking magic. I didn't expect all that to come out that way. I didn't even expect to talk about con, but I just wanted to share that real quick with you, because it's not just serious, it's beyond serious. Like, it's beyond serious. And see, determination, okay, terms, you have these. There's going to be 3 phrase sequences, 2 phrase, 4 phrase, 5 phrase, all these different phrases. But each one of these words that has been created for us to speak is actually the opposite of who we are. So it doesn't matter if somebody says, I don't care what he says. When they go, they're going to see they're creating this fucking demon that's going to attack them forever, for never even trying to develop the left convolution. The language has been created to make sure that the left convolution does not ever get developed in the brain. Okay? And it creates, they can speak and carry gadgets, but they're fucking empty. They're empty. The only thing in their brain is this. This is their God. And in Scripture it says a device. Look, real quick. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Look, what does that say? Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Look, of his devices. And this is a device. Do you not see the Jesuits are demon church? The beast out of the sea is the church. It is, along with the fucking pharmacies. These hospitals now, there's one opened up over here called Common Spirit. Okay, so they're implying that the common spirit that comes in there is sick. And that's fucking black magic right in front of them. Go to the pharmacy, everybody walking in and out. It's pathetic. There's no apples or oranges in there and shit and lettuce that I need for my health, but there's diapers for adults, cigarettes and alcohol and all kinds of fucking makeup that goddamn causes all cancers in the world. And that's how fucking dumb they are, because they're under black magic Camilla. They were created in this Camilla. You're getting out of it today. You're getting out of that shit. Anytime you see the word con, it's Saturn. There you go. You know, like calm is going to be another one. It's Saturn too. But I mean, this is like fucking, they have literally like King Solomon and 72 demons and shit and the 11 curses of Clipoth and Deuteronomy and scripture. They're all out here. These bloodlines, they're not motorcades protecting the position. They're protecting the bloodline of major demon mind control. Okay? And then they control them the same way that you're controlled out there through your screen. They get out there and play a role, and then your role is to follow that shit. Love you.